You are thinking about money wrong. In fact, most people do, so don't beat yourself up, but there are so many myths and half-truths and misconceptions about money that it hurts my freaking brain. And sadly, you're not going to learn any of this stuff in school. No, 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 no. School teaches you just enough to be an obedient worker bee, smart enough to run the machines, but not clever enough to figure out just how bad the system is screwing you. The elites have no interest in seeing you understand money. You have to learn this stuff on your own. So in this video, I would like to discuss what I believe are the 9 laws of money with you. My name's Lark. I make videos on investing. If you do like that topic, then please do subscribe to the channel. Leave a thumbs up on this video if you do like this kind of content. Now let's get into it. The first law of money is that money is a tool. Nothing more, nothing less. And like any good tool, it wants to be used. It wants to be put to work. It doesn't want to sit around and be lazy. You can't rely on your government or your pension or anyone to come and save you. You have got to be investing for yourself, putting that money to work. Put it in Bitcoin, put it in gold, put it in dividend stocks, put it in property. These are all ways to preserve your wealth and to grow your wealth over time, which brings me on to the second law of money. Anyone can get rich. I know there are like 1,000 possible excuses about why you're an exception, you can't be rich, money just doesn't come to you. But guess what? You can. Financial freedom is possible for you. Living off of passive income, it's possible. But you have got to be willing to take risks and to invest in your future aggressively. Now let's just take an example. Let's say you have 20,000 bucks. Oh, you go out and buy a car, buy a sweet holiday, or you can invest that money. If you can get a 5% annual return from a dividend, for example, then suddenly you're making an extra $1,000 a year for the rest of your life that you don't have to work for. Or ape that 20K into Bitcoin, watch it do a 10 or 20x over the next decade. If you can afford to hedge your bets, do both. Do both. Build enough of these little money engines and you can free yourself from financial slavery. The third law of money, make more of it. Yeah, straight up. A 9-to-5 job, it's not going to make you rich. But thanks to the internet, this thing, the opportunity to make money has been amplified dramatically and democratized massively. Monetize your passion, put it into a side hustle, do affiliate marketing, flip stuff for profits like old cards or NFTs. The opportunities are almost endless online of how to make money, but you got to put in the work. And here's the thing to remember, if you do want standard results in life, then do standard things. If you want an extraordinary life, extraordinary results, and extraordinary things, then that requires extraordinary thinking, thinking outside of the box, and being willing to put in the work to get it. The fourth law of money is that not all debt is bad. A lot of people are scared of debt. And to be fair, 20% APY credit card debt for a $500 t-shirt that you couldn't afford in the first place, that's bad debt. That political science degree, guilty, that was bad debt. But debt can also be a tool. For example, if you are investing in real estate, then use debt to pay the upfront costs and let your renters pay down the debt for you. The trick here is to use debt to your advantage, not be used by debt. The rich understand that debt, when used responsibly, is a tool that can help amplify and leverage your wealth. Oh, and don't be afraid of credit cards either. I do use mine all the time, but I always pay it off in full every single month, and as a bonus, I get loads of free flights. So that's great. Again, use it as a tool, don't be used by it. Now, before I get into the fifth law of money, I just wanted to break the flow real quick and let you know about Wealth Mastery. This is my weekly cryptocurrency investor report. We talk about NFTs, altcoins, airdrops, DeFi, crazy opportunities for you to make money consistently, even in these market conditions. Sign up for free using the link down below and join our 50,000 readers in getting the most value-packed crypto newsletter sent to your inbox every week. Now let's get to the fifth law of money, and that's something called the Pareto principle. You've probably heard of it. It's the 80-20 idea. Basically, the idea is that 80% of the output will come from about 20% of your inputs. Think about your investments. Now, for me personally, I can look back and think of a handful of cryptocurrencies that made me insane amounts of money. Well, the majority of the coins either did just, okay, or actually lost money on them. The trick is to spot the patterns, find your strengths, find what worked for you. Learn to identify that 20% of effort that is making you the 80% of gains and then double down on that. The other 80% of effort or investments is largely noise and it can be done away with. And the sooner you realize that, the better you're going to be at all the things you do. The sixth law of money is that money is a fugazi. Seriously, people spend their whole lives coveting money. And the reality is that the whole money game is basically a giant freaking scam when it comes down to it. Fractional reserve banking means the banks are all broke. Money printing is rampant. Money is not actually worth anything. It's just paper at the end of the day. Why pay taxes even when they just print the money anyway? It's crazy. Inflation's raging, meaning that your money is worth less and less every single day. There is no gold backing the money. People still believe that, you know? There is no gold standard. There's nothing backing. It's just paper. And of course, no millionaires get rich keeping their money sitting in the bank. But once you realize that money is a game, you will actually be able to start playing the game. Until then, you're not even on the board. The seventh rule of money is that it will not solve all of your problems. Money does not equal happiness. You've heard that before. But also, there are a lot of problems that money can't solve, but which the pursuit of money may actually make your life worse for. For example, bad health, your kids hate you because you don't spend time with them, your wife's cheating on you. Money probably isn't going to solve that stuff. Time is your most valuable asset, so be ready to share it with those who matter the most. And sometimes that means not taking the extra time to make money, right? And of course, make sure to share it with yourself first and foremost. And look, money is cool, but it's not the point of life. And it's nice to buy nice things with money, but it's not the be-all, end-all. The eighth rule of money is that you are your own worst enemy when it comes to investing. It's a hard truth, and it's one that you need to make peace with to overcome. You are going to screw up in investing, 100%. You're going to give in to fear, you're going to give in to greed, you're going to trade drunk one day. Come on, we've all been there. It happens, it happens. Take these 3 quotes, write them down somewhere, and internalize them. Take your profits, or the market will take them for you. Manage your ego, or the market will manage it for you. Manage your risk, or the market will manage it for you. Remember this like a mantra, and it may just save you from yourself when it counts. The 9th law of money. You have got to play your own damn game. Comparison is the thief of joy, and it dulls your edge in playing the only game that actually matters, which is your own game. Do not fall into the trap of comparing yourself to others. You are not them. Doing it is a massive waste of time, and it wrecks your mental energy that you could otherwise be spending on getting edge, investing in your future, doing what really matters, of course, being with your friends and family, and enjoying your life. And guess what? The less you compare and the more that you focus on your game, your investments, your portfolio, your strategies for entrepreneurship, the better the chance you have at winning the game of money. Anyway, let me know what you think of my 9 rules of money down below in the comment section. Thanks so much for watching today's video, and peace out till next time.